Welcome everyone. Welcome back again. It is a new year, and this is my first video of the new year. And now, oh, fuck, dude, I just spilled a bunch of marijuana. I grinded it up well, and now it's everywhere. So you can only imagine how this looks. And that's what I get from being clumsy. So obviously last night, UFC 246, Donald Cerrone got TKO'd in the first round. Now, I told you, did I not tell you, that Donald Cerrone had no chance of winning this fight if he stood up with Conor McGregor. Unfortunately, in MMA fights, all fights start on the feet. So, you know, Donald Cerrone was already losing that fight. Conor McGregor came in with a wild left straight hand that missed, but he hit Donald Cerrone in the nose with his shoulder, and it busted Donald Cerrone's nose up, broke it, and all that shit. He then followed up with a head kick that caught fucking Cerrone pretty flush. And then from there, he just delivered some very, very nasty ground and pound, and he finished Donald Cerrone. You see it here within 40 seconds. So if you didn't listen to my video, if you didn't watch my video, or if you did watch my video and you decided to go the opposite way, well then, you know, I hope you lost money. Okay? I told you that, you know, records matter, okay? Fuck what everybody else talks about. Records matter. What is on paper in MMA, this shit matters. And you see all these first round TKOs, KOs. Hey, bro, the same thing was going to happen to Donald Cerrone because he's been getting knocked out. He's been getting hurt constantly. You know what I mean? He's been losing fights and he's been in wars. But that's not what I want to talk about. Like I said, I already made a video about, you know, Donald Cerrone and Conor McGregor and who I thought was going to win, and who I thought was going to win did win. So let's move on. Now, I went on CBS MMA to see what they were saying about last night's fight, and I stumbled upon something that Dana White said. UFC president, I'm just going to read it out for you. UFC president Dana White insisted after the fight that Khabib Nurmagomedov, should he beat Tony Ferguson at UFC 249 in April, which I don't think Khabib is going to win that fight. I think Tony Ferguson is going to be the new UFC UFC lightweight champion. I honestly believe that Tony Ferguson has all the tools necessary to beat Khabib. But Dana said that should Khabib beat Tony, he wants McGregor to fight Khabib. You know, he thinks that is the fight to make. And now let me tell you something, Dana, you bald Dana White, you bald son of a bitch. Let me tell you something. That is not the fight to make. If you are thinking about making any fucking fight other than Conor McGregor versus Jorge Masvidal for the BMF title, what the fuck are you talking about, Dana? What are you talking about? And dude, I just saw this shit and I am really fucking steaming, boy. I'm really mad. Why? After all that, why would you put Conor, after what he did to Cowboy? After what he just did, he hasn't won since 2016, and he came back and he fucking destroyed Cowboy in the first 40 seconds of the fight, Dana, what the fuck, Dana? I just threw my fucking chair, Dana. This man, Conor McGregor, I'm gonna catch a knee here, I'm gonna get on my knees. This man, Conor McGregor, defeated. And I mean that in the most glorious of ways. He fucking destroyed Donald Cerrone in the first 40 seconds of the fight. And now you talk about you want fucking Conor and Khabib to fight again? Hey, are you out of your fucking mind? Don't you know what's gonna happen in that fight? The same shit is going to happen again. You know why? Because Conor McGregor's ground game is not there. It's not there. It's not on the level of Khabib. Khabib is going to take Conor down again, and he's going to bash and brutalize him again, and then he's going to crank his fucking neck again until Conor taps out. That's not the fans don't want to see that, Dana. God damn it, the fans don't need to see that, Dana. We just don't need it. We know what happens, okay? I know Conor might want the rematch and all that. Fuck what Conor wants, dude. Fuck what Conor wants, bro. It is what the goddamn fans want, man. Because we pay for this shit. We keep your lights on. We keep the UFC going. Fuck Reebok. Fuck ESPN. Fuck your pay-per-view views. Pay-per-views. Fuck your pay-per-views. It is us. It's us. We keep it going, Dana. We keep it going. We don't want to see Khabib fight Conor McGregor one more fucking time. Not yet. At least not yet. We want to see Conor McGregor versus this man right here. We want to see Conor McGregor versus Jorge Masvidal for that fucking BMF title. Dana. You gave Jorge Masvidal a title and you labeled it the baddest motherfucker title. Okay? That's what you did, Dana. You did it. You are the reason why Jorge has this belt on his shoulder right now. And everywhere that Jorge goes, he brings that fucking belt. This nigga Jorge Masvidal was at UFC 246 in a goddamn Versace bathrobe with his BMF title on his shoulder. He looked very comfortable. Okay? He looks very comfortable now. And much love to Jorge. Jorge's getting everything he deserves. But one more thing that Jorge deserves is a fight with Conor McGregor. Dana, make that shit happen. Besides Khabib fighting Tony Ferguson for the lightweight title, this is the most important fight in the UFC right now. There isn't another goddamn fight. I don't give a fuck about Izzy fighting Yoel, old man, strong jeans, fucking Romero. I don't give a fuck about that shit. And of course it's going to be a great fight, right? Of course it's going to be a fucking awesome fight. But Conor McGregor versus Jorge Masvidal for that BMF title? God damn, Dana, you son of a bitch. What are you doing? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Conor versus Khabib? Nobody wants Conor versus Khabib, Dana. No one. And the people that do want Conor versus Khabib, Dana, they are too short-sighted. They don't see the big picture. They don't see it. They can't see it. Because they have scales over their eyes, Dana. But my eyes are wide open. And there are a lot of hardcore fans like myself whose eyes have been open for a very long time. Conor McGregor knocked out, or not knocked out, but he TKO'd Donald Cerrone within the first 40 seconds. Dude, I went fucking dog shit. You want to know how I went? I was sitting down at the bar, and I was sitting down at the bar, or not at the bar. I was sitting down in the chair, and there was this guy sitting next to me, and we had been talking on and off all night, and right when Conor and Cowboy runs out, and of course this guy was going for Cowboy, and you know who I chose to win that fight, and so he asked me, hey, who you got for the fight? And of course I say Conor by knockout. Conor's gonna knock him out, but I did say if it goes to the ground, Cowboy's gonna choke him out by rear naked choke. That's what I told the man. The man looks at me, he like smiles all slyly, and he says, okay, all right. You know what I mean? You know what happens? You know what he sees? Fucking 40 seconds later, after he asked me that dumbass question, he asked me that dumbass, who's gonna win? Who you got? Fucking Conor McGregor fucking annihilated Donald Cerrone within the next 40 seconds. And then you know what I did after those 40 seconds were done? I stood up, I shouted as loud as I possibly could shout in a public place. He did it again. That's what I said. He did it again. He did it again. I held my hands up and then I walked out of the entire establishment with my hands up. Because I called it. And he did it. But that's not the only reason why I held my hands up and I was so happy. I was very happy with Conor McGregor beating Donald Cerrone like he beat him, because the only fight that makes sense after seeing what he did to Donald Cerrone, the only fight that makes sense is Conor McGregor versus Jorge Masvidal for the BMF title. Alright, so let's think. Who else is going to fight Jorge Masvidal for the BMF title? Who else deserves it? You know? Between the welterweight and lightweight division, who else is going to fight fucking Jorge Masvidal for that fucking title? Who? Tell me who? Conor McGregor hasn't won since 2016. It's been almost fucking 4 years, dude. Damn near 4 years, dude. He came back tonight. He knocked out Donald Cerrone. And Donald Cerrone's a bad motherfucker, you know? Donald Cerrone has a ranch called the Bad Motherfucker Ranch, okay? And Conor beat him in 40 seconds. Dana, the next fight for Conor is not Khabib Nurmagomedov. Everyone knows it. We all know it. Conor's not even hurt, Dana. He didn't take any damage, Dana. Don't sit this man on the fucking shelf and have him wait for Khabib Nurmagomedov. Because that's not what he needs. He really doesn't need Khabib. He needs to fight Jorge Masvidal because he did some badass motherfucking shit when he decimated. Do you know that in that fight, Donald Cerrone didn't land one punch? He didn't have time to. Donald Cerrone didn't have the chance to land one punch. Not one. He threw one and it missed. Donald Cerrone threw one strike in that whole fucking fight and he missed. And Conor lit him up. And then Conor TKO'd him. That was some bad motherfucking shit Conor McGregor did. And I don't even like, dude, Conor, he cringes me out, or he used to cringe me out when he was fucking all loud and showy and flashy. It's good for him. I was happy for him that he was making the money he was making, but he cringed me. I didn't like Conor McGregor. But you can't deny this man's skill. This man doesn't need to fight fucking Khabib Nurmagomedov right now, dude. Because he did some fucking badass shit when he TKO'd Donald Cerrone. Dana White, give Conor McGregor Jorge Masvidal. Give the fans what they truly want, what we truly desire. Jorge Masvidal versus Conor McGregor for the BMF title will be the biggest thing since Jorge Masvidal versus Nate Diaz for the BMF title. It's going to be huge. It'll be, oh man, dude, it would be so fucking huge, bro. Imagine Conor McGregor versus Jorge Masvidal for the BMF title in Madison Square Garden. Oh. Look at the plate. We got some gabagool on that plate. Oh, I'm walking here because it's New York City and we're going to see fucking Jorge Masvidal fight fucking Conor McGregor. Oh, gabagool. You know what I'm talking about, bro? Make that shit happen, Dana. Fuck Khabib Nurmagomedov fighting this man. Nobody wants to see it. It's Conor McGregor versus Gamebred. Gamebred versus Conor. What is so hard about that, dude? What is so fucking hard? It is literally, and dude, like I said, besides Khabib versus Tony, this is the only fight in the UFC that makes any sense. There are no other fights in the UFC that make sense right now, okay? No upcoming fights that make sense. Dominic Reyes versus fucking John Jones, that doesn't make sense. Israel Adesanya versus Yoel Romero, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Rosenstruck versus Francis Ngannou, that shit makes a lot of sense. I'm glad that's gonna be on Fight Night, dude. I'm glad it's gonna be on ESPN. That shit that's making some serious sense though. But it doesn't make more sense than Conor McGregor versus Jorge Masvidal for that BMF title. Dana, this is the money fight. This is it. This is it. There hasn't been another superstar on Conor McGregor's level that Conor's ever fought. Conor's never fought a superstar. And right now, Gamebred is a superstar, bro. He's a fucking star. From here to goddamn China, dude. From China to fucking San Francisco. He's a star. He's big. Jorge Masvidal versus Conor McGregor for the BMF title. Dana, make it happen, dude. I know I started this fucking this little video off getting loud, and I was a little fucking frustrated, Dana. But Dana, come on, dude. What are we talking about here? What are you talking? Khabib? No, bro. Stop it. Stop the bullshit. Jorge Masvidal versus Conor McGregor. Neither of them are hurt. They aren't hurt. They can fight. Conor McGregor didn't take any damage in that last fight against Cowboy. He didn't take any. He didn't take any. He didn't take any. He gave it all. And after 40 seconds, Donald Cerrone was done. Give Jorge Masvidal and Conor McGregor, give them a chance, dude. This fight, this is going to be the fight, man. This is going to be the fight. This is the biggest fight in MMA history thus far. This is the biggest fight to make. This is the biggest. Dana, do the right thing. Don't fuck us, Dana. Don't fuck us over and have us watch Khabib Nurmagomedov maul Conor McGregor again. Because Conor isn't ready for Khabib. Not many people are. Honestly, the only person that is ready for Khabib is Tony Ferguson. That's it. That's the only one. And believe it, Tony Ferguson is the kryptonite. Believe it. So, yeah, man. I was a little passionate in that one. I don't have my chair. I'm on my knees right now. Just talking into the mic. Congratulations to Conor McGregor for a fucking victorious comeback. A truly victorious comeback. Shout out to fucking Donald Cerrone for just being Donald Cerrone. Shout out to fucking Jorge Gamebred Masvidal for gaining enough star power to make a superstar fucking card or a superstar fight at least. You know, thank you Jorge for fucking you know, doing what you're doing. Keep fucking giving curly-headed fucks flying knees. You know what I'm talking about? These two guys, it's the only thing that makes sense, folks. It's the only thing that makes sense. Push this fight, guys. Push this fucking fight like you have never pushed a fight in your life. Push Jorge versus Conor. Push it. I am going to be pushing this shit to no end. I'm going to be putting up so much fucking Conor McGregor versus Jorge Masvidal propaganda that it, dude, watch. Thanks for joining me. Once again, shout out to Conor McGregor. Congratulations. on a very lovely win, sir. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.